Joining us now, Dr. Sebastian Gorka, Fox News national security strategist, former strategist to President Trump, author of the new book, Why We Fight. And Seb, I've got to say, Whoopi was, she was tested beyond her limits there by the judge. Jeanine having not backing off 1 ounce. Good for the judge.
Yeah, don't get into an argument with Judge Jeanine Pirro. That's my recommendation.
I'm going to do that. That was the thing I was worried about happening.
But, TDS used to be a joke. Trump derangement syndrome used to be a conservative joke. Lou, it's real. We just saw it. And what your viewers may not know, because Judge Jeanine just revealed it earlier today, after the segment was taped or aired, Whoopi Goldberg went insane. She used foul-mouthed language I can't repeat on television, and told
Not on this show you cannot.
And told her to get out of the Beep building, and just absolutely was unhinged. Yeah. And it's the left in a nutshell, Lou.
Yeah, well, the program does what I guess it's designed to do, which makes itself as outrageous as imaginable, even by the leftist standards. It's truly remarkable of what is happening. Your thoughts about the second phase of outrage on the part of the esteemed national left-wing media, now that President Trump has revealed that he is laying the foundation for a second Trump-Putin summit?
Well, Lou, I think you know my family background. There's no love lost between me and former KGB colonels. My father, having been arrested, tortured and imprisoned by communist secret police officers. But I have to say, this is a masterstroke. This is the president pressing exactly the right buttons he needs to press to make heads explode in the fake news industrial complex. This is an important country because it spans 11 time zones, has nuclear weapons, has a veto seat on the UN Security Council. Vladimir Putin is a bad actor. He's destabilizing numerous parts of the world. But the president, as the most powerful man in the world, can meet with whoever he wants to meet as regularly as he wishes to do so, because guess what? He won the election. Sorry, I didn't say guess what. He won the election.
Why did you say guess what?
I know I shouldn't have. I'm sorry.
It ruined the narrative there because we weren't sure.
I was on a roll. I was on a roll.
It's terrific. I just find right now what this president has to put up with from the ignorance of the left in this country is proportions that we've never seen. This is a man who should be getting credit from the very people, whether they be Democrats, whether they be the national left-wing media, whether they be the Republican establishment or Democratic establishment and the globalist elites. Look what he's doing for the global economy. Look what he is doing for the American economy that is driving that global growth. The International Monetary Fund coming out with new projections. Their projections are, I will admit, historically wide of the mark, often and perhaps usually. But I agree with them. I mean, the strength of the U.S. economy is going to drive the global economy for years because of this president's commitment to deregulation, to cutting taxes, to creating initiatives that this free enterprise economy thrives on. We have people suddenly saying, he's being too nice to Vladimir Putin. Why didn't they say he was being too nice to Xi Jinping? Why didn't they say to Kim Jong-un? It's as if the national left-wing media has married neocons and their coverage is the fruit of the union.
And Lou, in the history of diplomacy, no head of state has actively insulted another head of state standing next to him. Kennedy didn't do it to Khrushchev. Nixon didn't do it. Reagan didn't do it. Nobody does it. And the expectation of the left is an artificial one. And we know, Russia.
Let me just ask you. I mean,
go ahead.
I don't think that President Trump said Rocket Man is a compliment when referring to Kim Jong-un.
But not with him standing next to him. I mean, this is what they expected in the press.
So they won't do it face to face, but behind their back. Is that the idea? One of the things I admire about President Trump is he'll take care of it face to face if that's the way he feels. It's an important signal that this president is trying to build bridges rather than pursuing a collision with with unfortunate military results. I think he should be credited, don't you?
I think the most telling thing of all is that the left-wing media hadn't had a problem with Russian so-called interference in anybody's election for 70 years, and now they do. The only reason they have a problem with it now is because Donald Trump won the election. So it's all artificial. And to your point of giving him credit, we expect the left to try and hammer this man for 8 years. That's what they're going to do. But my big problem is that the Republicans don't stand up for this man. That there's half a dozen people on Capitol Hill.
You know who they are.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Yes, we know who they are.
You know, let's name names. You're talking about the arrayed forces of the Chamber of Commerce, the Business Roundtable, the Koch brothers, Wall Street.
The Bush.
The what?
The former Bush whole clique.
Yeah,
yes, right.
And the Clinton clan and a few other clans. Dynastic politics is, to me, should be a non-starter in this country, but no one sometimes consults me on these things. Dr. Sebastian Gorka, we're always delighted to consult you.
They're watching you, Lou. Thank you, Lou. God bless.
Thanks so much. You too.